they gon' do with me now? I'm still the talk of the town. Don't need assistance, I'm hooking them down. We turn the smiles into frowns. Gang hop out, then we clearing the crowd.
That shit was new. School tried to blame me, a nigga, for stealing. Cause they know the gang had custodian keys. Now 1 or 2 was son 3.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Brianna Imani. And today I have a special guest. Let them know who we got in the building.
Hulk Sicko from Bronx, New York. You feel me? Representing Sec 2.
All right, we got Hulk Sicko. Now, Hulk Sicko, or is it like Hulk Sicko? Because there's an exclamation mark at the end. So there's a little emphasis added to it. So, okay, you just said you're from the Bronx. What part of the Bronx are you from?
From Co-op City.
Okay, and are you still there? Where you at now?
Right now I'm in LA, but I was originally raised like in the Bronx. I moved from there when I was 14. I had to change schools, so I went upstate, but I'm from there.
Okay, so you moved there when you were 14. How old are you now?
Right now,
all right.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, but you've been there for a minute.
Yeah.
You've been there for a minute. Okay, so do you come back often to?
Yeah, I try to come back for like vacation, stuff like that, holidays, to see the family and see the guys sometimes too. But stuff like this too will bring me back to the city. So.
Okay, well, we're happy to have you. So are you tapped in with, Bronx Joe's going crazy now, and you from the Bronx. So like, what's your thoughts on how it's going up?
I think it's a good thing. Like, a lot of people are getting publicity from it. A lot of people are, you feel me, doing what they got to do and making money off it. So I like it in that aspect for sure. A lot of some of my guys make good music too. So you feel me, I support them. I like it too. I like listening to it.
I was about to say, you talking about it from a business side, but
nah, definitely I like listening to it. You feel me, especially like when you out at a party, it's just hype. So I feel like that it like kind of gives a personality to the Bronx a little bit.
Are you fucking with anybody specifically?
What you mean? Like,
in terms of the music, like, do you have any favorites right now?
Yeah, my favorite is like How We Double O.
Okay.
That's my favorite. Yeah.
Okay. So, like, what's been the difference so far for you between being in New York and being in California?
I think really more just like the pace of things. I feel like in terms of music, a lot of things is like faster out there just because I've been making like more connections out there. I've been shooting more videos than I have when I was over here. But I feel like when you're from New York and you go out and stuff, people just got like an eye on you, and you got to know that too.
Right.
So, but I definitely like it though.
So, how long ago did you start making music?
I want to say I started in like 2017. It was like for fun. I was making it for fun at first. Okay. And then like when I stopped playing basketball and I was like, damn, like I don't got nothing I'm really like super passionate about no more. That's when I started taking it serious. Yeah.
So in 2017, were you still in New York or were you in Cali?
I was in. I just went to Cali this year, like in March.
Okay.
Before I was in for basketball, I was in Pennsylvania.
Oh, got it. All right. So what influenced you to start making your music?
Yeah, I mean, I listened to a lot of music, and like whenever I was like in a certain mood or something like that, I would listen to music to get me out of that mood. A lot of my guys that grew up, they make music too, so just listening to them like that kind of motivates me too. Started doing it too, and I was like, once I made like my first couple of tracks, I wasn't really that good, but then once I got that track that I liked, that's when I was like, oh yeah, like I want to do this.
So you've had experience with making music in Cali and here on the East Coast. So what would you say like is the difference between what it takes an artist to pop on the East Coast versus the West Coast?
I feel like personally you could pop anywhere you are. It's just in terms of like, you feel me, if you got like your people behind you and like what they're gonna do to like, you feel me, push your music. So I wouldn't even say like it's an area thing, but I think in Cali it's just more like there's a lot of people who's like shooting videos. There's a lot of people who like cater to like the music stuff and like, that world. So it's kind of, I would say people go there because it's almost easier in that sense. A lot of people see it as easier in that sense. But for me at least, I probably agree with that though. In terms of like pushing my music, I feel like it's been better there.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay. Do you see a difference in the music that you were making while you've been out there versus when you were on this side?
Yeah, I feel like when I'm over there, I feel like it's a different vibe than when I'm in New York. So
okay, and what's that?
Certain feelings is more like, you feel me, prominent when I'm in New York, and I feel like that kind of affects my music when I'm recording here versus there.
Okay. So where did your name Hulk Sicko with the exclamation point? Where did that come from?
So like it was really a joke because like when I was playing basketball, after practice and stuff, I would lift like and my teammates would be like, yo, but why you lifting? Like you just had practice, bro. And niggas would just be like you the Hulk or something. Like, so I was just like, I thought that was funny. And then the sicko thing came from my teammate. We would just call people, shit, like you do something crazy, like you were sicko, and I just put the two together.
Yeah, Hulk Sicko. And then you had to add the little emphasis.
Then the emphasis, yeah, to be different.
Okay, so like growing up, who were your influences in music?
I would say more now. I don't think I was really aware of it. Back then I probably listened to Lil Wayne and stuff. But that was just what my older cousin would listen to, so I would just listen to that too, because like I would just see it. But probably I would say now I probably listen to a lot of like Lil Baby, No Cap and Hot Boy. But in terms of influence, I wouldn't say I'm influenced by artists. I would probably say more or less like people around me and stuff I'm influenced by.
Okay, so what, like who?
So I would probably say my mom and like my guys too, just cause you feel me. A lot of them started doing music, and that definitely influenced me to do music too. But my mom, just cause she comes from Liberia and stuff like that, and so just seeing her, and she tells me like kind of the stuff that she had to go through growing up and being from there, and that kind of just pushes me. I wouldn't say influence, I'd probably say more motivates me.
So you mentioned your friends, motivating or influencing you in your music. How important do you think it is to have a team behind you when you're like trying to make a name for yourself in this field?
I think it's really important just cause a lot of people don't like criticism. A lot of people don't like hearing other people's ideas, but I think that like works to you feel me, trying to build the picture of the brand that you're trying to build. Like when you have people telling you what they think, or like just not even, you don't have to listen to every single thing, but when people kind of have like your mind of thinking too, and they got the same vision as you, it just helps more. Like, and everybody gonna have a role, like no matter what. Like a music video, you feel me, you're gonna need somebody to talk to the girls, get them settled in. You're gonna need somebody to get food. You're gonna need somebody, you feel me? Just everybody got a role, so I think it's really important.
Do you have a solidified team behind you?
I would say a lot of it is like the people that I grew up with, like the people that I'm around. Like just normally, those are the people that's like really been helping out, and you feel me. So it don't really feel like I was like, yeah, this person's gonna, you feel me? It's just, you feel me, the people that's around, that's who really been helping us. So it's just all natural, I feel like.
Okay. So let's talk about your music. So if we're talking consistency, on a scale from 1 to 10, how would you rate yourself?
Consistency.
On consistency.
I'd probably say like right now, I'd probably say I picked it up, but before it's probably like a 6 or a 5. I think I'm bringing it up more to like an 8 now, just because I've been shooting more videos and dropping them more recently, but before I wasn't really taking it. It was just like whatever, like I was just doing it just to do it. But I would say now probably like an 8. I'm trying to like shoot more videos and like interviews and stuff like that. So I definitely think I'm taking more seriously now.
Okay, so what do you think, if you had to choose like what the most important thing for an upcoming artist to work on, whether it's like their marketing, their fan interaction, their consistency, what do you think is the most important thing for an upcoming artist to be on top of while they're trying to make it?
I would say consistency, like the most important thing. I can't choose two.
All right, choose two.
I would probably say consistency and like music videos, and just keeping like always being in people's face, because I feel like music videos, people want to like see your face, they want to know you, and once you give them that and you keep on giving them that, that's what people like really want to see. And that's what gets people to like sort of interact with your music more, when they're seeing you everywhere and they just know that you're taking it seriously. So
when it comes to your music videos, do you come up with the ideas or do you have somebody else come up with them?
It depends. Like I'll chip in sometimes. We'll hire like the video I did with Benny Flash. That one, they came up with that idea, so I really like that. Sometimes I don't really have an idea for my song. I don't always envision it. Sometimes like if people around me, they'll tell me like, yo, this would be cool, and like if I like it, then we just go with it. But sometimes it's half and half, I say. So
let's say you make a song with somebody and they pitch some crazy ass idea for a music video, like some shit that like you would never do, like goes against your ethics. Like, what would you do in that situation? Like, do you draw a limit at a certain point?
Yeah, I mean, if it's like, you're not gonna make me do something I don't want to do, so that's that. But I definitely draw a line. I feel like I gotta mess with the idea too, because then it's just not my music. It's just not me anymore.
So there's a piece of you in every music video that you make.
I feel like, yeah.
Okay. So in Hood Story, you were saying like you don't promote being a gangster. So like, what's the message behind that? What is the message that you're trying to get out to your audience?
Nah, yeah, I mean, I feel like if that's your life and that's what the situations of your life put you in that situation, then that's so be it. Like you can't, there's a lot of things you can't control. Like, but if you forcing the issue and you feel like, you feel me? I just feel like you shouldn't try to portray something you're not. Like just for whatever the case is, like the likes or like whatever it is. But if you really in that situation, I can't tell you not to. You get what I'm saying? But speaking for myself, I know like that I wasn't. You feel me? I got like when I was 14, I moved upstate because I wanted to play basketball. My Dukes knew like what was going on. So I just tell other kids growing up, you feel me? Try to like just be yourself, really, like, and just. I don't want to say like gangster's a bad thing, like being a gangster is a bad thing, but I want to say don't force that if that's not you.
So how important or how influential do you think that music is to listeners? Do you feel like if somebody's rapping about that, it may influence their listeners to follow the same lifestyle? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
No, that's definitely does influence. I feel like music definitely has a heavy influence on people that listen to it. It's just that a lot of people now though, like when the big rappers that's doing it, they're not doing that every day. So I feel like a lot of people they see it and they like, oh, I wanna, you get what I'm saying, just because they hear it. But a lot of them is not doing that, and that's what I feel like sometimes they gotta talk about. But
So who would you say your audience is right now?
that's a great question. I feel like my audience right now, it's kind of like scattered everywhere just because I met a lot of different people, but I have a lot of people that listen to me from Pennsylvania just from the fact that I went to school there for like 4 years, people that I'm meeting in California and people in New York too. So I think it's really scattered just because when I started doing music, I wasn't really in a set place.
So being that you're so spread across different places, do you have any like crazy fan interaction stories, like somebody coming up to you doing some crazy shit or some unexpected shit?
Yeah, like I wouldn't say crazy, but like because I practice Chinese and I was learning it, like a lot of people thought that they would ask me like, are you Chinese? And I would have to tell them like, nah.
I was wondering that too. I'm not even gonna front because you spent like a good minute in China. It looked like
I was there for like a month.
Yeah. That why were you there, by the way?
So one of my best friends, he lives there. So I went there and I visited him for like probably like a good month, and he wanted me to like perform with him out there. So that's really why.
Oh, so he's an artist too.
Yeah, he makes music too, but he wants to be on sort of the more business side of it. But he was making music at the time.
So how did they receive your music out there?
It was like they don't really understand. They didn't really understand. So it was more just like.
I mean, you say you was performing with him, so.
Yeah, they understand his part. It's just that a lot of the place that he lives, like sort of, it's like it's in the southern region of China. So a lot of people there, I don't think they really understand English, but I think they just it was like rappers knew a lot of people like new stuff and stuff they're not really used to. So
how did they treat you out there?
I think they treated me well. It's like they don't really see black people a lot. So like,
yeah, I heard.
I was the first time I was out there, I was trying to unlock a bike, and like I'm speaking to the guy in Chinese. I'm like, yeah, I don't know how to do this. And after he helps me, he's like, yeah, can I touch your hair? And I'm just like, what?
See, I definitely heard that. Like I heard they'll look at you like you're a celebrity, like they stare at you. They'll, like you said, ask to touch your hair, like shit like that, because they're not used to it.
Nah, it's a fact. I don't take it as like this. A lot of people take it this way, like why you looking at me mad? I'm just like, it's something new. Like if you see I don't know, if you see something you're not used to, like that's just how you're gonna react.
I mean, well, so it's good to hear that you had like a good experience there. And I noticed that, like, I think it was 6-year-old, your cover art had like a little Chinese symbol on the bottom of it. Facts. So like it left some sort of like lasting impression on you. I saw the water bottles. What was that about?
Oh yeah. I really wanted to. It was a time when I really wanted to have my own water, and I was gonna use that to like promote the music too. It's something that I still want to do.
And it was Chinese, right?
Oh yeah, it said Duo Shui, what did it say? Duo Shui Bing. So it was like it was more sicko, less water. So yeah. It was just I was just gonna use it to market, like you feel me, just a marketing tactic. Yeah.
Somebody was like, "Is it alkaline?" Niggas was in the comments really asking him about this damn water. Okay, so what's something as an upcoming artist that you've learned so far that like has really surprised you or opened up your eyes to the industry that you are becoming a part of?
Could you repeat the question?
What's something that you've learned so far that has like really surprised you within the industry?
I'd say something that surprised me is sort of like the process for like how everything goes about. Like I didn't know at first, like in terms of like shooting music videos, and I actually shot like a music video that was really like on set. I didn't know there was how many people was really involved in like behind everything like that goes on, and like how you need sort of one person to like, even with the sort of the marketing stuff, like how you need one person to like sort of do the writing, and you need people for like articles and all this. And I didn't know that you would just kind of like have to have a lot of people that you didn't think that you were gonna have to necessarily be sort of interacting with, helping you out. So I would probably say that.
Do you like that, or do you feel like with more people comes more confusion?
I feel like it's good and bad. I feel like having more people, it definitely gives you more people, like it gives you more ways to sort of get your music out, and like it just, all of it is helping your brand. But in a sense, the fact that if you could have one person that sort of spreads that message out for you, I feel like that would be easier. But I don't know.
Okay. So in terms of features, I know you have a few features out. Which one has been your favorite so far?
I really like the songs I do with, you feel me, the people that I know like before like I started making music. So right now I got a feature with EJ Banks on one of my old tapes. I got a feature with Howie Double O on one of the tapes that he just dropped. And then I got a tape I did with my bro Shaq, Hulk Diesel. So I wouldn't say I like one of them more than the other, but I just feel like all of them was different vibes, so I really like that.
All right, so who you like working with the most?
What you mean, like?
Who you like working? Like, I mean, when you in the studio, it's always a different vibe. Like, some people just go in, they all about their business. Sometimes you're chilling, you working together.
Facts.
Like, what was the experience that you really like enjoyed the most?
I like my new engineer now that I'm working with in Cali. I feel like he gives me feedback, and sometimes like when you in the when you engineering with somebody, they don't want to give you feedback because they feel like you're gonna take it some type of way. But my son Fresh, he's recording me at La Brea. Whenever we be making songs, I feel like he'll tell me like, yeah, I think you should go higher, or you think you should go lower, or I feel like you should add this. So when it makes you feel like, you feel me, the person actually care how the song come out. So I like that.
Okay, but you don't have anybody that you really enjoyed with, or you felt that vibe with, just in terms of people you made songs with or collabed with?
Nah, definitely. I feel like all of it is about. Like, I like doing songs with people that I really that I know, like, cause I just feel like it's more genuine. I don't know.
So who's on your list in terms of collabs? Yeah, like who would you like to collab with?
Coming out, I feel like really I listen to a lot of No Cap. Like at one time, and I feel like he's definitely an artist that I could see myself doing a song with. But I listen to him a lot. I think he's a good artist. So if anything, I would probably want to do a song with him.
Okay, and who are your top 5 right now, artists?
Top 5 that I listen to?
Yeah. So you have a top 5 that you don't listen to?
Nah, I'm just saying, like, I thought you're talking about like in general, like, you feel me, like the whole time, like out of my top, like who I think the best like artists is.
Who are you listening? Who are your top 5? If somebody asks me my top 5 artists, it includes people I'm listening to because they my top 5.
But you know how sometimes people be like, yeah, like this person's like the best artist, but I don't necessarily listen to them. But I'm gonna just answer your question though. Probably I listen to Baby a lot. I listen to No Cap, Hot Boy a lot.
2 more. Okay.
And then,
All right, so if you can't come up with some more, so then name 2 of the people that you would say are your top 5 that you may not listen to all the time.
My top 5. I probably listen to a lot of Big Sky. He's nice. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't really listen to. I listen to the same. Like, if I like a song, I'm dead just listen to that song. Like, keep on like listen to it. But I don't know.
Okay. Okay, so I mean, we're in a new year, 2022. What are your big plans or goals for this year?
This year, probably just keep doing what I'm doing. Just keep on making music videos. Try to probably maybe put out a tape later in the year, but that's for more to come. But definitely more music videos, I'd say, and just keep getting money. That's all.
Keep getting money. All right. Well, is there anything that you would like people to know before we wrap this up?
Definitely.
You got any new projects coming out that we could look forward to?
I don't got new projects coming out, but the music video for Buck Buck, a song that I just shot when I was in Cali, that one's probably going to be released next month. So definitely look out for that.
All right. Your Instagram, TikTok.
Oh yeah, facts. You could follow me at Hulk Sicko on TikTok, Instagram, and that's about it. That's all it got me on. But facts. Shout out to guys, you feel me? Representing from Sec 2. My son BA just came home. Shout out to the boy. My son Chevy come home soon too.